Hello, this is the start of my beginner's course on how to play poker. I assume you already know hand rankings and how the game plays out. If not, you can catch up very fast. This is one of many games that fall into the category easy to learn and lifetime to master, so why not start mastering it today? When we pick up a new game, the first question we should ask is what's the ultimate goal? For example, in football there are a lot of rules of the game, but the winner is the team that scores more goals than the opponent in a limited amount of time. In chess, it's the player who makes the opponent's king. It's not about winning most hands, making best bluffs or completing most royal flushes. The same as in football, you can score 4 beautiful goals and still lose to a team that scored 5. In chess, you can play a great tactic that wins you material, but if you let your opponent backrank mate you, in the end it doesn't matter, there are no extra points for style. In poker, the ultimate goal is to win the most money, and this is a thing that should always be in the back of your mind. In today's age, we have great poker tools that help us learn how to play the game, but to really understand how to do it well, we need good foundations. Texas Hold'em is seen as a card game, but actually the core of the game is betting and managing our stack. This is where we can make decisions that affect the results of the game. Imagine a 6-player poker game where there would be no betting. This would be just a very sophisticated way of playing war or just rolling a dice. Everyone would get their cards, then look at community cards and compare their hands. In a single hand we would get a random winner, and in the long run everyone would get equal share of won hands. Pretty boring and pointless activity if you ask me. But only the ability to bet isn't enough to make this game interesting. We also need something to play for. Take the same scenario, but everyone has $1,000 in their stack and ability to bet. How would the game play out? This would be also pretty boring, because in this game the optimal strategy would be to just play aces or not play at all. There would be no way to win anything, and the best we can do is stay break-even. If someone would raise and only aces make sense, for other players there would be no incentive to play, so they would all keep folding or playing with aces only, but the result is the same because in the end both players will have the same expected value. That's why we need something in the pot, and in most games there are blinds or antes or a combination of both. So these are the 3 main pillars needed to a functional game of poker: cards, ability to bet, and something in the pot to start the engines. It is very hard to talk about poker without using some poker terms, but don't worry if you don't understand everything, for example what is expected value and how we can calculate it, because I'm going to explain that in future videos.